What's up, guys? Jason here. Just want to hop on real quick. Just talk about purpose, guys. Purpose. Man, like, why do we do what we do? Why do, what drives us? What gets us up in the morning besides, just obligation to go to work and pay the bills, right? How many of us know there's so much more to live for than just getting by or just paying the bills or whatever. And so when we really kind of look at life from a more meaningful perspective, um, you know, for me, gosh, in my addiction, I was just so focused on me. I was just all about me, super selfish. Just how do I feel? What do I want? And so I didn't have like a true, genuine sense of purpose, right? Like, I didn't have the proper perspective, even of you know, because I was caught up in my addiction. I wasn't able to look out. I wasn't able to plan properly. I wasn't able to dream very good or think very positively of my future. I was just so focused on the now and you know, kind of just not being sober messed my perspective up in my mind, and I just didn't feel like I had much purpose, like just going to work, just to work, just because I gotta pay all these bills that I have. I gotta make the car payment. I gotta pay rent, and that's, gosh, it's such a, we weren't meant to live that way. And through the sobriety, man, I'm just really seeing how much more purpose I have, how much more meaningful life is, and just the ability to impact others around you, your own life can be used to change lives. um that's just one example, but uh gosh, really, look at the people around you, look at your family, look at your friends, look at your future, look at what you want. What do you want? Asking ourselves, what do we want? What do we really want, right? And sometimes that's a hard question to answer. What do I want? What do I want? And I'm not talking about nice car, nice, nice house, all this money. Um, think of something better than that. We all can say, I want a nice house and a nice car, and you can get that and still not feel fulfilled, right? We need a better driving force than just material possessions, right? And so when we really start to think it, what do we want? Sometimes that can be a hard question to ask, but you know, when it comes to dreams or goals, if we're not aiming at something, Wayne Gretzky made a quote like, you'll miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? Um, and it's harder to get somewhere in life if you don't have a clear idea of where you're even going. If you just think of yourself as like a ship out at the sea, out in the ocean, and you're like, you know what? I'm not really sure where I want to go. You're just kind of drifting around, getting blown around by the wind, not really any clear sense of a destination or a target. Um, yeah, so it's just harder to kind of stumble upon, creative ideas or strive towards a specific goal or aim at a target, right? Um, there's another analogy, say, speaking of hockey, right? Say you take the nets, say you take the goals off the ice in hockey, and then you just got a bunch of people skating around, playing around with the puck. There's no goals, right? And if we don't have any goals, if we don't have something we're aiming at in life, it's harder to feel that purpose. It's harder to feel driven. It's hard to feel motivated, right? So, let's start to think about what what drives us, what motivates us, what thing bigger than us can we start to live for? You know, who in your life do you love? Do you care for? Do you have the ability to influence, the ability to impact? Um, yeah, we all really have that potential and ability to change lives. We at the end of the day, we all do, you know, and so it's different for everybody, right? We're all different. We all have different personalities. We have different callings. We have different gifts. So, you know, there's not one answer for everybody, right? Um, and like me personally, something that's given me so much more purpose lately is, as you guys know, I mentioned in a couple videos that, you know, I have a girlfriend. We've been dating for a while now. I really should probably mention her more often because she is phenomenal. She is an amazing woman, and that's just another thing that has come through sobriety, guys. You know, man, this is a rabbit trail, but when I first, yeah, gosh, I don't even want to go down that rabbit trail. I'll just, I'll make another video on that topic. That's just too much of a topic change. But yeah, guys, like we're getting really serious, and honestly, from the day we met, like she's super mature, godly woman, sister, whoever you are. Met her at church, and yeah, I've never met a girl like her before. She's amazing. And anyways, what I'm trying to say is we've been talking about marriage, even like when we first started dating. It's like super serious, you know, not like just playing around dating for no reason, right? Like we're dating for the intention of marriage, right? Um, and so like our relationship has been growing and ramping up, and we've been talking about marriage even lately, and I see like I'm just envisioning our future together, and you know, being married. You know, that is such, man, like talk about just like at work, like how much more purpose I feel I have, you know, like just imagining myself and my future wife living together, um and you know, just looking after her, caring for her, providing. um it just makes work so much more purposeful, so much more meaningful, rather than just kind of working for me, just working to pay my bills or my whatever needs. Like it's towards my, you know, vision of a future wife, my vision of a future family, you know, and that's like, you know, that's such a driving force, guys, when you have that purpose. You know, unfortunately, I don't even want to say this, but there's a guy that I used to work with, and you know, he just didn't have any purpose. He didn't feel any purpose in his life. Single, um, and just drinks all the time, and you know, he just would show up at work, and you know, he just doesn't have that purpose. Like, you know, what are you living for? You know, if you're not living for much, it's easier to like not make much of your life for yourself, you know. And it's like the more you have to live for, the the more rich and deeper relationships you have, and you know, gosh, it's like such a motivating force. And you know, and some of this might be not new news to you guys who like maybe are already married, maybe have a girlfriend, maybe have kids. um but for me, like I've been single, I was single for years, you know. Just trying to work on me, man, for real. um and there's a time and place for that, for sure. um I wasn't one to like bouncing from relationship to relationship, doing the rebound thing. um you know, I get to go through a breakup, just date someone else real quick to get over the pain instead of processing it. um so anyways, just the last few years been single, really trying to work on me. And then you know, I thank God that I'm at where I was at when I met this girl. Her name's Juliana, by the way. um and So when I met Juliana, I was ready, you know. And had I met her a couple years ago when I was still wrapped up in my addiction, and she wouldn't have been interested in me, man. You know, like, and I could not blame her. Nothing against her, man. It's all like, why would she want to be with me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have my priorities straight. I didn't know who I truly was. You know, I didn't have that true sense of identity, and that I was just super lost. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I was in no place to be dating at that time. So, anyways, guys, this is kind of random stuff here, but what's your purpose? What can help drive you? What are you living for? And if you guys really can't think of anything, then that might be a problem. Like what can you live for? Who can you impact? Who can you influence? There's people in all of our lives, and even if it just starts with just doing it for us, you gotta love yourself truly before you can really love anyone else. So even if that's the driving force, loving you more, taking care of you more, so you can love others more. So yeah, guys, that's all I got right now. But hope y'all having a good week. May God bless you. Take it easy. Hang loose. Peace.